I'd like to welcome you all at the Greek flag raising ceremony. My name is Flora Kalogiru and I will be your MC for today. We will commence with an address by the Speaker of the Legislative Assembly of Ontario, Honourable Ted Arnott.
Consul General, members of Provincial Parliament, bonjour et bienvenue, good afternoon and welcome. Kalamira. Hope that was close. It is my great pleasure as Speaker of the Legislative Assembly of Ontario to join you today as we celebrate Greek Independence Day and raise the flag of Greece here at Queen's Park. I know that I speak for all 124 members of Provincial Parliament when I say that we are delighted that you're here at the Legislative Assembly of Ontario, our seat of government and the majestic symbol of parliamentary democracy in our province. I want to acknowledge that we are meeting on lands traditionally inhabited by Indigenous peoples. We pay our respects to the many Indigenous nations who gathered here and continue to gather here, including the Mississaugas of the Credit. March the 25th, 1821 marked the beginning of modern Greece. On that day, Greeks proclaimed their independence from the Ottoman Empire, and Greek Canadians now celebrate March 25th annually as Greek Independence Day, as you know. Together, we celebrate this milestone with you, Canadians of Greek descent, and we take pride in all that we've accomplished together. An estimated 270,000 Canadians claim Greek descent, and more than half of them live in the province of Ontario. The Greek Canadian community in our province has made significant contributions across many sectors, including education, law, medicine, science, politics, business, sport, and more. In 2019, Ontario was the first province in Canada to formally recognize March as Hellenic Heritage Month. The Hellenic Canadian community enriches us all in diverse and unique ways. Diversity has been and remains one of Ontario's great strengths. La diversité était et demeure une des grandes forces de l'Ontario. Et aujourd'hui, c'est un grand privilège pour moi d'être ici avec vous. So today, once again, we recognize and celebrate the important contributions that Greek Canadians have made to Ontario. We are grateful for all that you've done and all that you continue to do to strengthen our beloved province. Now, it's my honor to call forward the Consul General of Greece in Toronto and present a certificate in recognition of this special day. And it reads as follows. In celebration of Greek Independence Day, it's my great pleasure on behalf of the Legislative Assembly of Ontario to send you our heartfelt congratulations for this important occasion. Thank you and happy Independence Day.
No problem.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Now, the Consul General of Greece in Toronto, Mr. Panagiotis Adonatos, will deliver his speech.
Mr. Speaker, Your Grace, honorable MPPs, dear colleagues, distinguished guests, we are honored and delighted to have you here at Queen's Park as we celebrate the Greek National Day. Remarkably, the 25th of March of each year does not mark the anniversary of a political development, like the emergence of an independent state, but rather the beginning of the uprising of the Greek people against foreign occupation. What we are commemorating today is the collective decision of a people who had lived in slavery for 400 years to sacrifice whatever individual interest they had to take up arms and to fight for freedom. It was a decision that was taken against all odds, at a time when the correlation of power was anything but favorable, since we had to face an empire that was stretching from the Balkans all the way to the Middle East. At a time when the so-called Holy Alliance in Europe was determined to never again allow a revolutionary movement to shake the foundations of the political system that they had built in Vienna in 1815. When the wealthy and prominent Greeks, who had established themselves in the political and economic system of the Ottoman Empire, had nothing to win and everything to lose on an individual level in case a revolution broke out. And yet, this initiative that was undertaken in a seemingly irrational way was crowned by success. It was a move dictated not by foreign policy considerations or by geopolitical balances, but by the selfless love for their homeland, thereby proving that the people can never go wrong when they fight for their values, even when they are faced with superior powers. This example remains relevant today, as we can see in the case of the people of Ukraine, who are fighting just the same against a superpower in order to keep their homeland free. And it reminds us that the international community should never turn a blind eye when the national sovereignty and the territorial integrity of a state is violated. Ladies and gentlemen, I am confident that these words strike a sensitive chord when they are addressed at the Canadian audience. Besides, our two countries have fought side by side in two world wars, bound by the common resolve not to let global tyranny prevail. Today, they are still allies, jointly contributing to global security as members of NATO. And they are linked by a vibrant Greek community that lives and prospers on this land, enriching its society and its culture. Mr. Speaker, I often say that I'm deeply honored to be representing more than 140,000 people of Greek origin living in Ontario. People who, as you rightly mentioned, excel in various aspects of public life. This could only have happened in a place where cultural and social diversity is not considered a threat, but an opportunity, where ethnic communities are not assimilated into a greater entity, but are rather encouraged to maintain their customs and their links with their place of origin, often receiving support in these efforts by the Canadian authorities. Suffice to mention here the opportunities offered to thousands of Greek Canadians to learn their forefathers' language in public schools across Ontario, or the official recognition of the month of March as the month of Hellenic heritage in 2019 by the Government of Ontario. And for this, Mr. Speaker, we are truly grateful. And we're confident that the cooperation between Ontario and Greece, Canada as a whole and Greece, can only become stronger and deeper in the years to come. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing the Greek and Canadian national anthems while we raise the flag. now invite Honourable Effie Triantafylopoulos to offer remarks on behalf of the Ontario government.
Good afternoon, everyone. Speaker Arnott, Consul General Antonatos, Your Grace, respected MPP colleagues and distinguished guests from the Diplomatic Corps, and members of the Hellenic community. It is my great honor today to join you on behalf of Premier Ford and the Ontario government to celebrate the 202nd Greek Independence Day. Each year, on the anniversary of Greek independence, we gather to raise the flag of the Hellenic Republic here at Queen's Park. I know some of you, in fact many of you here, were also on hand yesterday and witnessed the thousands of people lining the Danforth watching the parade. And we saw hundreds of children and adults who participated in the parade dressed in the many colorful and beautiful costumes of the era. In the year 1821, after 400 years of Ottoman occupation, a few heroic Greeks ignited a revolution that would ultimately lead to the modern Greek state. Dreams of an independent homeland and freedom from the Ottoman yoke began to spread throughout the country and were fueled and financed by the diaspora Greeks of the Philiki Eteria. On March 25, 1821, the great revolutionaries Mavromichalis and Kolokotronis led a small group of men who freed the city of Kalamata in the Peloponnese. This was just the first of many victories that followed in the liberation of Greece. On September 23, 1821, the Greeks achieved another major victory as Kolokotroni liberated Tripoli, the most strategically important city of the Ottomans. On July 26, 1822, Kolokotronis followed in the footsteps of the great King Leonidas, forced the enemy into a narrow passage between two mountains, and defeated the Ottoman Empire at Drevanakia. He declares, "Hellenes, today we are born, and today we will die for the freedom of our country." And we heard Eleftheria y Thanatos, freedom or death, echoed throughout the country. These fierce battles continued, and thousands of Greeks were killed or sold into slavery. And as the horrific news spread in Europe, support for the Greek people and the Greek cause began to grow internationally. On October 20th, 1827, the ships of the three great powers, Britain, France, and Russia, destroyed the Ottoman fleet in the historic Battle of Navarino. And on February the 3rd, 1830, 9 years after the first battle was won in Kalamata, the three great powers recognized Greece as an independent country. After almost 400 years of slavery and years of a brutal war, Hellenes realized their dream of a free homeland and peace. Today, as we raise the flag of the Hellenic Republic, let us never forget the sacrifices of those men, women, and children who fought for Greece's independence and the values that they stood for. Let us also celebrate the enduring friendship between Greece, our great province of Ontario, and Canada, and the shared commitment to democracy, freedom, and the rule of law. The Ontarians of Greek descent have greatly enriched our Canadian society through their hard work, resilience, and values. And like their ancestors, they have demonstrated remarkable strength and perseverance in the face of challenges, and have made significant contributions to the cultural, economic, and political fabric of our province and country. So may today's event serve as a reminder of the importance of honoring our past, celebrating our present, and supporting the principles of democracy and freedom to which Greece and Canada wholeheartedly subscribe. Zito η Ελλάδα, zito o Kanadas.
Zito! And now, Honourable Peter Tabuns will deliver remarks on behalf of the New Democratic Party of Ontario.
Good day, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to see many of those I saw yesterday on the Danforth. During the pandemic, I had a chance to read the Odyssey. And I'm reminded of that because, as you all, I'm sure, are totally well aware, Odysseus left his home and was gone for 20 years of privation and danger. But he never forgot who he was. He never forgot where his home was. He never forgot where his heart was. For the Greek people, it wasn't 20 years, it was 400 years of privation, danger, and darkness. And in 1821, when the time was right, and the time is never totally right, but when the people were ready, it was right for the people, they acted decisively, like Odysseus, to recover their home. And in a few short years, they had reestablished the home that had been theirs for centuries. They established re-established the control of the home that had been theirs for centuries, for millennia. Those of you who are the great, great, great granddaughters and great, great, great grandsons of those Greeks, you, the modern Greeks, carry on the memory of that series of events that not only freed Greece, but reshaped politics in the Western world. Your ancestors gave us an extraordinary gift. And speaking as a Canadian, I want to thank all of you and your ancestors for what you've done. Zito Alada, Zito Demokratia.
Bravo, Peter!
Oh, I enjoyed my speech so much I forgot the next part. Mr. Consul General, I have a scroll from you from Marit Stiles, Leader of the Official Opposition. On behalf of His Majesty's loyal official opposition, I'd like to extend congratulations and best wishes to the Consulate General of Greece on the occasion of Greek Independence Day. Consul General. Thank you.
And now, Honourable John Fraser will offer remarks on behalf of the Liberal Party of Ontario.
There we go. I'm good. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for inviting me here today. I'm here with my colleague Mitzi, who's just over here under the umbrella, Mitzi Hunter. And so it's great to be here for the celebrations of Greek Independence Day. And I want to thank the Greek Consulate, Consul General Panagiotis Antonatos, and all our Greek friends here and members of the clergy for being here today with us to celebrate the 202nd anniversary of the Greek fight for independence and freedom. A successful fight, my friends, that now more than ever should be cherished. In a world where democratic values are under attack, it's our duty to acknowledge those that sacrifice in the name of freedom. For well over a century, Greek immigrants have played an important role in shaping Ontario's future and culture. Our countries share an international partnership, $500 million worth of trade, but this relationship is not just built on convenience, but on shared values. Our friendship is maintained by the almost 150,000 Canadians of Greek origin that live here in Ontario, by far the largest Greek population in Canada. And there is no better example of Greek influence in Ontario than the Danforth right here in Toronto. Long ago, Greek Canadians established themselves as part of our province and came to flourish alongside their friends and neighbors. Now regarded as the largest Greek town in North America, the Danforth hosts the world-famous Taste of the Danforth Festival each summer. Now, I'm from Ottawa, so I don't get to the festival. But we have a great festival in Ottawa on August 16th, there every year. My mom sends me. So my mom sends me, she's 91. We used to go together up till about 3 or 4 years ago. And but now I'm sent for souvlaki and everything. I got to bring it all home. And she's very happy. It's not just a Greek festival, but the Lebanese festival, Ukrainian festival. So I'm her Uber Eats for the festivals in Ottawa. So each summer the community comes together to learn and share the generous, community-oriented spirit of Greektown, and hopefully gets to enjoy some delicious souvlaki and loukoumedis. This festival highlights the resilience and kindness embodied by our Greek community, the same resilience that we celebrate today, 202 years after independence. My friends, whether it's fantastic food or the long-standing commitment to family and neighbors, Greek Canadians have firmly established themselves within our province. And I know the relationship between Greece and Ontario will continue to grow as our Greek community continues to flourish. So once again, thank you for inviting me to join in these celebrations. And Kronia Paula to all my Greek friends, near and far. Happy Greek Independence Day. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I have a certificate, but I'm not going to read it because you heard enough from me already. And there's some other people after me. So I'll hand it over. There we go. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Not that I'm not trained as a politician. I'm supposed to be, whenever there's a camera, I'm supposed to be right there. I think we're good.
Thank you. Thanks again.
And now I will read out the congratulatory scroll on behalf of Honourable Mike Schreiner, President of the Green Party of Ontario. On the occasion of Greek Independence Day, as a member of Provincial Parliament for Guelph, the people of Ontario and I join you, your family and friends to celebrate with you on this day filled with national pride, history and commemoration. Yes. And now I would like to call Mr. Billy Pang, Parliamentary Assistant to Minister of Multiculturalism and Citizenship, who will present the Premier's message.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Billy Pang, Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Citizenship and Multiculturalism. It's my honor to be here to read the message from the Premier. Greek Independence Day, Consulate General of Greeks. Warm greetings to everyone taking part in this celebration of Greek Independence Day. Our province is proud to be home to hundreds and thousands of Ontarians with Hellenic roots tracing back to the 19th century. The deep ties between Greeks, Europe, and Ontario have made our province a better place to live, work, and succeed. For generations, Greek-orient Ontarians have helped build strong communities, and today is an opportunity for Greek Canadians to celebrate the rich culture from which they draw pride and strength. Thank you to Consul General Antonatos and distinguished member of our Greek community for making this celebration possible. Happy Independence Day, for the Premier. Before I close, I think I want to share a message with you, which I think some of you may be familiar with the melody. Happy Greek National Day, happy day for Hellenic community. I wish you all a happy and healthy and prosperous Hellenic Day. Thank you. And I want to present the scroll to the council with my colleague.
At this point, Mr. Nikiforos Lampiris will deliver a message on behalf of the President of the Greek Community of Toronto, Ms. Beris Koutakis, who could not be present today.
Mr. Speaker, Ted Arnott, Consul General, Your Grace, distinguished gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really honored to be here today representing the Greek community and its President, Ms. Beris Koutakis. Today we're here celebrating the 202nd anniversary, the liberation of the Ottoman Empire. March 25th, 1821 was the beginning of the Battle of the Greek Revolution, which is the most important in modern history event. After the fall of Constantinople, May 29th, 1453, the Greek people for 400 years were bound to the cruelest of slavery, but they have endured all those years for us to be here today and be free. Today we're here to honor all those heroes who fought for our freedom and democracy from back then, and the Renaissance that led us to the modern Greek state. Thank you all for being here. Ζήτω 25η Μαρτίου, ζήτω Ελλάδα, ζήτω Καναδάς. Long live Greece, long live Canada. Thank you all.
This concludes today's flag-raising ceremony. Thank you all for being here with us. If any of the Consul General would like to attend the reception, please meet with Ms. Rosemary at the outdoor here.
Κυρίες και κύριοι φίλοι της Greca TV, έχω μαζί μου έναν υπέροχο άνθρωπο, τον κύριο Γεωργιάδη, ο οποίος είναι ο πρόεδρος της Κρίνος Foods του Καναδά. Χρόνια πολλά, κύριε Πρόεδρε.
Χρόνια πολλά σε όλους για την εθνική μας γιορτή. Χαιρόμαστε που είμαστε σε αυτή την τελετή εδώ πέρα και νομίζω ότι όλοι μαζί ερχόμαστε να θυμηθούμε όλα αυτά για την πατρίδα.
Κύριε Γεωργιάδη, η Κρίνος Foods Καναδά συμπαραστέκεται σε όλες τις εκδηλώσεις της παροικίας. Είτε είναι The Taste of the Danforth, είναι εκδηλώσεις αυτές παντού. Τα ομογενειακά μέσα ενημέρωσης πάντοτε τα στηρίζετε.
Ναι, είναι χαρά μας και πρέπει να τα στηρίζουμε. Νομίζω η αλληλεγγύη μεταξύ όλων και η προσφορά που έχουμε και προς το προξενείο μας ζήτησε τη βοήθειά μας, με χαρά τη δώσαμε.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Και εγώ ευχαριστώ. Γεια σας.
Φίλοι της Greca TV, αγαπητοί ομογενείς, εσείς που είστε εδώ στο Τορόντο, δεν χρειάζεται να σας πω ποιος είναι ο κύριος Αλεξάνδρης. Χρόνια τώρα και τώρα είναι αντιπρόεδρος της Κρίνος Foods. Το χαιρετισμό σου.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ. Είμαστε εδώ να γιορτάσουμε την 25η Μαρτίου μαζί με όλους τους πολιτικούς μας στη Βουλή και προς τιμή μας όλοι ήρθανε, όλοι τα είπανε και τώρα έχουμε μια μικρή δεξίωση σαν φίλοι να χαιρετηθούμε.
Αλέκο, είχες αρχίσει μια ωραία παράδοση με τη Κρίνος Foods. Εσύ άρχισες τη χορηγία για το Taste on the Danforth, όλες τις χορηγίες, τη στήριξή σου στα ομογενειακά μέσα ενημέρωσης, ξέρω από πρώτο χέρι τόσα χρόνια. Πάντοτε υπήρξες κοντά στην παροικία.
Ναι, όχι εγώ προσωπικά, η εταιρεία βασικά.
Και εσύ προσωπικά, γιατί είσαι πάρα πολύ κοντά και στο Hellenic Heritage Foundation.
Παντού είμαι και αυτή τη στιγμή υπηρετώ στο Hellenic Home for the Aged. Over 10 years, I'm a first vice president and I'm very proud of it. But yeah, any good cause we were supporting up to now and we will in the future.
Ευχαριστώ. Φίλοι μας, με πολύ χαρά μιλάω σε ένα άτομο που μας έχει κάνει υπερήφανους εδώ στο Καναδά, γιατί είναι μια γυναίκα δραστήρια και αντιπροσωπεύει επάξια τον ελληνισμό στην επαρχιακή Βουλή του Οντέριο. Η Έφη, με δική της πρωτοβουλία, όπως ξέρετε, κατάφερε να κάνει νομοθεσία στη κυβέρνηση του Οντέριο για να έχουμε κάθε Μάρτιο με την επωνυμία
Hellenic Heritage Month.
Ο μήνας της ελληνικής κληρονομιάς. Εφη, you did wonderful in all of the events for our National Day.
Thank you very much. I was really proud that our government in 2019 passed into legislation the Hellenic Heritage Month, which would mean that every March, every year in the province of Ontario, we're going to celebrate our Hellenic heritage and culture. And as you know, Bill, we are the only province, the only jurisdiction in all of Canada to grant grant that recognition, Hellenic Heritage Month in Ontario.
Έφη, εγώ καλύτερα από το καθένα ξέρω πόσο έχει στηρίξει την ελληνική παροικία από τότε παλιά που ήμασταν κι εγώ και εσύ είσαι ακόμα νέα, αλλά από τότε ακόμα όταν ήσουν στην Ομοσπονδιακή Κυβέρνηση με τον πρώην Πρωθυπουργό και τότε ηγέτη μου τον εντιμότατο Τζο Κλάρκ, πάντοτε στήριξε στην παροικία.
Είμαι πάρα πολύ περήφανη εγώ από τις ρίζες μου που είναι ελληνικές. Όπως ξέρουμε, όλοι οι γονείς μας και οι παππούδες μας ήρθαν στον Καναδά για μια καινούρια ζωή. Για ποιο λόγο? Για τα παιδιά τους. Να μπορούν να δώσουν του παιδιά τους ελπίδα, να μπορούν να πάνε στο σχολείο, να γίνουν καλοί πολίτες του Καναδά. Και νομίζω ο ελληνισμός, ας είμαστε very small in number, the population, I think we bat higher than most people.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Παρακαλώ.
It's a pleasure for me to have with us in this National Independence Day an important member of the provincial parliament, Ms. Hunter, a former cabinet minister, and I understand your riding is Guildwood, is it? Scarborough, Guildwood. Your sentiments today in participating for what it is a very proud day for all Greeks.
Yes, this is a wonderful opportunity to welcome our wonderful Greek community in Toronto and Ontario to the legislature here at Queen's Park to celebrate Greek Independence Day and to raise the flag. It is just such a joy to be with the community. We know that Greeks are the foundations of our democracy, and I think it's just such an important time for us to reflect on that and to bring everyone together. Chronapolo, I want to wish everyone a happy Independence Day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.